Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jamin. And look, yo, we are back in the video. Now look, man, these last 2 days I did not feel really well. This job trying to figure where I've been. I just have not been feeling really well. But I feel a little more better now. So we got some more videos out for y'all, right? But yeah, basically in this video, I explained to how basically the 2K community, they have ruined the center position for good. I mean, I feel like this is going to continue to get worse and worse. You're going to start seeing not only a 6'8" or 6'7" center, but you're going to start seeing centers that are probably 6'5" and things like that. To where it's real, and y'all gotta understand the whole point of what a center's supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? But I really explained all this in the video. Y'all make sure the video probably, let's say, 27 likes. I'm gonna be back in the video right after this one, so stay tuned. And yeah, man, like I said, bro, as a community, we got to do better. Especially with key positions and things like that. Other than that, I'm gonna catch you on next one. Make sure you like the video. I'm out. What's going on, y'all? Now, like I told you, y'all seen the intro. Now, let's talk about this, bro, because I made a video like this prior to when the game dropped. I warned people that, and before we get to anything, we should love support, right? Y'all see, in these clips, we're playing 99 overs, by the way, too. And also, by the way, we're playing with 99. So, yeah, I took this same build. He's now a 93 or 94 overall to where he's playing 99. So I'm tired of y'all with the 92 and under excuses, right? But yeah. But I made a video similar to this prior to season 1, season 2 when the game dropped. And I got a lot of, not say hate, but people were mad at the fact that I was trying to warn people, right, that this isn't smart. You see what I'm saying? Because the center position is supposed to mean a lot of things in basketball. And on 2K, especially this game, it means nothing no more. Meaning, like, it has a meaning, but the community ruined it because instead of you being the biggest player on the court, you now have centers who are the same height as the PG. And that should never be the case. And what I find hilarious is a lot of people try to play, victim by saying, well, what do you want me to do? Well, you made the build. You see what I'm saying? And I kept warning people, bro, going 6'8" or 6'7" as center, you have to be really good at the game. Not even that, but you got to be really skillful at the game to do something like that. Because, bro, as center, even if you're gonna say, well, I did that because I don't want to be in the paint, regardless whether you're 6'8" or 7 foot, you are going to have to be in the paint because guess what? It's called rebounding. You see what I'm saying? So you can't just hide away from saying, "Oh, I made undersized center because I didn't want to be in the paint." But you're gonna have to be in the paint regardless. And I kept trying to tell you guys, I don't like centers that are shooters because they're weak at something that you're going to need, whether it's interior defense, whether it's strength, or just being in the paint in general, right? They're going to be weak at something. Yeah, you can shoot lights out. And on top of that, what happens if that center, that's a shooter, he's off? Then what does he give you? Is he going to still be able to do the very important stuff? You know what I'm saying? Be the biggest player in the court? No, because you're undersized. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a lot of people to blame. Really not. And the main people to blame is the community. Because when my chat first told me about this, because I was like, and I remember, I think I was streaming or something like that. And I was like, chat, is this guy like a 6'8" center? And people were like, oh yeah, that's like a meta that's going around. You make a 6'8" peer inside. And I was like, that's the dumbest thing you could do because it is. Because you're already undersized, right? As a center supposed to be why do y'all think, and I'm gonna touch back on this, right? As a center supposed to be the biggest player on the court, why do you think centers in the NBA they get drafted early? They're so important, bro. You see what I'm saying? And you're not seeing centers that are 6'8" and 6'7" because one, it's not, bro. And again, a lot of y'all try to do it because you think like, oh, like you see, I could just copy, the meta, right? And I hate the meta on any 2K because a lot of y'all can't even do the basic stuff, meaning box somebody out. My next video after this, I'm gonna show you 2 centers I had to end up blocking, right? Just let alone, and they were undersized. And it wasn't because they couldn't shoot, it's because they couldn't do the stuff that they have to do, meaning rebound the basketball, rim protect down low, right? And I mean, it's based on positioning. This center here that you're looking at, right? This is my second build I ever made on the game. Like, I'm talking about I had my small forward, then I had this build, right? I used to play on this build every day when I played the game like that, right? I didn't even when I made y'all know I got like 7 builds now. I have all these other builds now to where like I really stopped playing with this build, but and I don't even consider myself a center, but like a lot of y'all that try to say like, oh, not insides, it's not it. That's because you've been paired with the wrong ones. You see what I'm saying? Like at inside, a lot of people that have an inside, they don't know how to be an inside, meaning you don't just make it predictable and obvious unless you have a mismatch. But even if I had an outside center, YouTube, I'm still gonna set picks because guess what? Like I said, the PG and center, those are the most and two important players, bro. You can have a good PG, and everybody knows this, right? You can have a good PG, but if your center is trash, it's say goodbye, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have no chance. Now, if both are horrible, I mean, you might as well not even play the game. You might as well just go ahead and get up out of there because you have no chance. Those two players are going to get the most opportunities. Why? The PG supposed to be the best ball handler. This center supposed to be the biggest player on the court. See what I'm saying? To where every time I get matched up with a 6'8", it's not even close. I don't care if you're a shooter or not. You're weak at something. And a lot of y'all that make these undersized centers, y'all don't know how to make them correctly, right? If you're gonna be undersized, number one, like I said, you better be skillful at the game and you better have an understanding of to where you can shoot something lights out or have some type of fadeaway or something because if you don't have anything that can separate your game, you have to sacrifice something on this game, right? Because when I did play the game, people be like, "Oh, I don't, I just got the game and things like that." To where like, see, yeah, I just made this. You made it because you went on YouTube and you saw other people do it. To where you thought, I can play on this build as well. But that's not. It's not what you think it is. Like a lot of y'all think stuff is easy because you watching it on YouTube, but you're not out there playing. That's what I'm saying. Like when I'm live streaming, if I had a bad game when I did live stream the game, I wouldn't really pay attention to it because like I said, all of y'all favorite streamers and content creators, they done had worse games. They just don't. They just didn't stream it or upload it because why would they? You see what I'm saying? But it just goes to show you that every nobody's perfect. But what I need people to understand is, bro, when you are 6'8" or 6'7", you are limiting your team. And I'm gonna prove this to y'all, right, in my next video. You are hurting the team in both ways. Because guess what? On offense, the team has to kind of play one-sided. Now I know you're gonna say, well, some of y'all are gonna say, I don't agree with that. Well, let me explain to you why. If y'all shoot threes, who's getting the rebound? Keep in mind, this guy's 6'8" or 6'7", right? Not my center, but I'm just saying, I'm giving y'all an example, right? My center's 7'1", 266, right? I'm just saying, especially if you're playing with random stuff, if you're playing with people that that's different because now they know you're at a disadvantage height wise, and they know your weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? But if you're playing with randoms, and you go in the rec as an undersized big, even if you're at the corner, the team has to play one sided, right? Because if they shoot threes, you're not getting the rebound. And when you're not getting the rebound, guess what that happens? That's not fast break points over and over again. To where, guess what? Let's say the team is off. Nobody can hit a three, right? Well, guess what? Nobody can hit a three. Now, as a center, you have to go inside the paint and create something because you're the second most important, you're arguably the first important player on the court, arguably the second. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know that argument. It's either the one or two. You know what I'm saying? It's just the whole point was it's an important position. See what I'm saying? So you're gonna be relied on at some point. And I'm talking so fast, that's why I'm going over my words like that. But like I said, and then defensively, you have to rim protect. You gotta box out, right? You gotta pay attention, things like that. So why are y'all going 6'8" and 6'7"? I don't understand, right? But my next video, I'm gonna prove to y'all once again, right, that like I said, it's hurting the team, bro. And I blame the community because the community some people that are skillful at the game, of course they made the build. And again, I'm not, of course, let them get their bag, right? But this has been a problem in the community as well. Everybody wants to follow suit. And I'm pretty sure another content creator by the name of Is Chris, like, look at that. You see what I'm saying? That's some of y'all, you see what I'm saying? Look at that. Let's go up and snag the board. And I think the guy's name is Chris Jones. He had a video that had like 18,000 shot to him. No, that's major, props to him, right? I think he had like 18,000 views. It had like 1,000 likes. Shot to him, though, for real. He's been always made content. And he finally got, the credit that he deserves. Right, so shout out to him. But he made a video like this, but he was talking about just building general. I'm talking about the center position. See what I'm saying? To me, the center position has been destroyed. It's not, You don't really see 7 footers on the game anymore. You see it, you nine times you go in the rec, you playing up against a 6'8" or 6'7" center. And they're the reasons to why y'all are probably losing the game. And I want y'all to think about this. For some of y'all saying like, "Oh, the center he only got about about 5 boards," then he's not doing his job. Look, I look at it like this, right? You go 6'8" or 6'7", you're supposed to be more athletic than that 7 footer. Meaning, if I make a 6'8" center, you gotta have vertical. That's number one. The vertical gotta be at least in the high 80s because you're going to have to be able. You gotta rebound the basketball, and the only way you're going to out physical a 7 footer is by being more athletic than him. You gotta be able to jump higher. You gotta have the strength, right? And like I said, it really don't matter because you're playing a 7 footer that has, strength. Because it's the same thing like how it was last year. Attributes on this game don't really matter. It's all about positioning. I done played so many 6'8" and 6'7" centers in high 99 overalls that had 99 strength, right? All of this stuff that they need, 90 something block, and they still can't outboard me because I'm just too big. You see what I'm saying? Pause. Y'all see how big my center is, though. You see what I'm saying? You're not backing me down. You're not gonna box this build out. It's just not gonna happen. I hate to break the news to y'all, but like I said, even if I do make if I do even get 2K25, my next center build, I don't even know if I'm gonna go 7 foot because the game has kind of changed. I don't know if I go 7 foot up. My next center, if I for the next 2K, if I do get it, if I get the game, he will be able to shoot threes. But look at that. You see what I'm saying? Like you have a job as a center. And I need y'all to understand what being 6'8" or 6'7" comes with. You have to be very skillful at that position. And if you can't box out correctly, if you can't even get a let alone a rebound, then why are you making that build? It don't fit your style of play. You see what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, and this shouldn't have happened. What people should have done was, what I'm saying, just make a build that fit their style of play. Not, oh, I'm a copy so and so, right? Because I saw them with this build. That's not your game. And it never was. Like, I love my center. This same center y'all looking at, he got a 73 ball. You see what I'm saying? So you leave him open, he will shoot it. And he can get hot. You see what I'm saying? Meaning from with the Mamba or even putting sharp takeover on. You see what I'm saying? But it's all like you have to know how to play as a center, like positioning, all of that. And again, you need to know the strengths and weaknesses of your build. You can't just make a center and all I gotta do is just get a rebound. No, it's more than that. It's position. Look at this right here, right? It's more than you gotta have and again, like I said, some of y'all are getting paired with the wrong center builds that don't fit your style of play. So some of y'all are getting centers that just run in the paint and they just sitting there. That's not how I play on my inside. I'm not gonna see a lot of people don't like it. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all every time when I'm on this board, I'm saying, bro, all I need is a PG. That's give me a PG that's not scared to shoot, and I won't lose on this build. Why do I say that? Because I'm going to find a way to get that PG open. And if that PG is scoring, if he's hitting shots, guess what? You gonna have to now step up and watch him, and then you're gonna have to worry about a 7'1", 266 center that's gonna be not only physical inside the paint, right? But he's also not afraid to shoot it as well. You see what I'm saying? So you got to worry about a PG that can score the ball and the center that can do a little bit of everything, right? And this build has a 90 interior defense. So don't even think about trying to back this build down inside the paint. It's not gonna happen. See what I'm saying? And I don't even use precision dunker. And imagine that. See what I'm saying? Like imagine if I use look, a lot of y'all gotta understand, bro. When you're playing, you gotta have positioning. That's really all center is about. Is getting good positioning. If you have good positioning, you'll be fine on offense and defense, right? But I'm telling y'all, bro, like the community, we gotta do better. A lot of y'all gotta stop making builds that y'all see on the internet and really just if you know like I'm not good on the 7 footer. Then why would you be good on the 6'8"? If you can't be good on a build, right, that's already tall, why would you make a smaller build and think that's gonna help improve you? Because if your mindset is, oh, well, I'm not gonna be in the paint, you're gonna have like I said, think about it. If you truly think about it, you're gonna have to be in the paint at some point. You can't just sit out because you gotta get rebounds. Like I said, I don't like centers that are shooters. Because, look at that. Look, over two of them. See what I'm saying? Because I'd rather have a center that can, just be an inside, but he can do what he's asked. rebound, rim protect, second opportunities, all of that, space in the floor. I'd rather somebody like that. I don't want a person that's going to sit corner majority of the game and he's not getting rebounds. She's not trying to help nobody get open. And it's predictable offense to where, oh, they center just going to sit corner all game, right? So if they shoot a three, he's not getting a rebound. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show that my next video, y'all gonna see something that I'm talking about, and this got to stop. This 6'8", 6'7" center meta got. If you know truly, I can't really box out, then you shouldn't be playing center. Let's call it what it is. If you are a horrible rebounder, if you are horrible inside the paint, then you should not be a center. Y'all are making Ben Simmons builds, and y'all don't even know it. A lot of y'all that you know what I'm saying? Oh, Ben Simmons, but you making Ben Simmons. You making a 6'8", 6'7" center. Why? Because you don't want to be in the paint. You're gonna have to be in the paint regardless. You got to get a rebound. See what I'm saying? You got to protect down low. You're just limiting yourself and you're hurting the team. Why that? Because they can't. Not a team has to play off you. And I feel like this is why a lot of people say this center position is arguably that's number one, because you got to play off of what the center is going to do. You can't just I'm gonna walk down the court and just do whatever, because the center, you got to see what he's doing. If the center's not in the paint, that's what I'm saying. A center that helps people get open. Those are the kind of centers that we need to see more, because you're helping the team. You're not only the biggest player in the court, you're helping the team. You see what I'm saying? You're helping others get open. And that's what an inside is supposed to do. You're supposed to not only help the team, but help other people get open. Set a pick, right? Y'all seen it in a couple of these clips when I was playing with nothing but randoms. Y'all see when we setting picks that look. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? It gets the other person open. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Setting the pick, getting others open. It's things like that. So for a lot of y'all that think a 6'8", and even if 2K25, it shouldn't be a thing. I really think that 2K just need to make a restriction at certain heights on certain builds, just like how they did with the 6'9" stuff. Because bro, a 6'8" center that like this should have never been a thing. It should have never been a thing. And like I said, you're going to rec right now. That's what you're gonna be going up against. And I love it because you already at a disadvantage. You see what I'm saying? You already put yourself at a disadvantage. You're hurting the team. So, and a lot of y'all not good. A lot of y'all not even decent or average. So how do you think making that build up undersized is gonna make you better? You're already small. You're weak. And every build, I don't care what build you have, every build in this game gonna have some kind of weakness. That's the one thing about this game that I truly like. It was the builder. The way this game is, you can't just have everything like I was the previous two, because you gotta sacrifice. No matter what build you have, this build's gonna have a weakness, right? And everybody knows that. But look at that. Again, wide open, right? Missed it. Second opportunity. I guarantee you, if I was 6'8", not only that screen would have been weak, right? But guess what? The rebound wouldn't have been there, because the guy would have probably boxed me out by then. Because guess what? I'm too small compared to him, right? But because I'm 7'1", 266, I can not only set a pick, get somebody wide open, but I can also get the rebound if somebody misses, and I can go back up in the paint and give my team 2 points that they should have had in the first place. And I can protect down low. You see what I'm saying? And use a 99s. So I don't want to hear no excuses, right? But as a community, we need to do better. We have to do better, and we got to stop copying people, bro. We have to stop doing that. We especially at the center position. Bro, I played earlier yesterday, right? And there was a 7-footer on my team, and it wasn't the reason why he was trash. It wasn't the build, right? He was 7 foot. It was him, right? That's what I'm saying, bro. You make a build, it's going to show, especially at PGR Center. It was him. He didn't know how to position himself. He jumped at everything, and he did not understand his strengths and weaknesses. For example, he did not, and any post game, he could not drop step. He could not backdoor nobody, meaning you can't go one-on-one and bang with nobody. He couldn't do that, right? And his build seemed kind of weak, I ain't gonna lie. Now, like I said, I know it's not about the build, but it was really his mindset as a whole was like it wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? To where you can't rely on him. But look at my scenario. Look, that's over 3 of them, right? And again, like I said, all these that you're looking at, I was playing with random, so I can't control how they play. So did I win every game? Of course not. But did I do my role? Of course. See what I'm saying? And that's the whole point. As long as I did my role, that's all you can ask for. Especially when you're playing with randoms. That's all you're supposed to do is play your role. Nine times ten, when you at 6'8" or 6'7" that center, you can't play that role, especially playing against a 7 footer. You see what I'm saying? You just can't. But like, I love it when I'm playing against 6'8" or 6'7" center. It's easy to me because I'm already knowing what I'm supposed to do. I'm knowing the kind of player I'm supposed to bring. I know the kind of situation I'm gonna be in. Meaning I'm already the biggest player in the court. So let's say I'm eating inside the paint. Now they're gonna double team because they have no answer for it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was mad last night when I uploaded that footage because I was like, dog, I was 8 for 9 and they didn't give me the ball the rest of the game because they thought, oh, because you're the biggest player in the court that they're gonna stop you. No, you keep. I had no turnovers and I was 8 for 9, and you stopped giving me the ball, and we lost by what, 2 points? Look, second opportunities, right? If you 6'8" or 6'7", you not. And I can see the comments now. Well, my 6'8" center, my 6'7" center, it don't work like that because you probably play with a team. This is for people who don't play with a team, who play just with randoms. If you are playing with randoms, making it 6'8" and 6'7" is the dumbest thing you could ever do because your situation is you don't know it. But if you're playing with people that you know, of course a 6'8" and 6'7" can work because they know that you're weak at some stuff. I just studied again. They know you're weak at some categories that you need, right? So I don't want to hear that in the comments about, you know what I'm saying, you're 6'8", would shut my 6'8" down, things like that, because again, it's a different situation. Okay. I'm pretty sure if I had a or if I'm pretty sure if I picked who I wanted to play with at guard stuff like that, we'd be having a different discussion. Because I know people that can run guard that can drop 40 and 50. See what I'm saying? And they play prime. Okay. So it's not like I can't team up with somebody and they'll fit this style of play. I can easily do that. Like I said, I just choose to play randoms because it shows the kind of player I am. Is when I'm not around people that I know what am I really gonna still be? And you see, once again, we're losing the game, but I'm playing my part, protecting down low, getting rebounds, all of that. We're doing what's being asked. And yes, my center can shoot free throws. Like I said, when I have all of these builds, of course I'm not gonna be perfect at everything. So I'm gonna miss a free throw here and there, but my center can do a little bit of everything. He's not, if you truly want to know the weakness of my center, is he's not a shooter. But I mean, what 7 foot center in today's NBA is a shooter other than Wimby? And he's a generational talent. You see what I'm saying? Other than a Wimby or an Embiid, people like that, like what are shooters in the NBA? What, Brook Lopez? Bro, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna find 7 footers that are knockdown snipers. It's not gonna happen. That's why people say, like, oh, but your 7 footer, he ain't really a shooter. What 7 footer is a shooter? Exactly. So again, and 9-17 supposed to be, you're not supposed to be the person that's supposed to be able to shoot. You're supposed to be the biggest player on your team for reasons like and the importance of rebounding, rim protecting. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. He has no look at that. 26 and 14, A minus, right? And in this game, I'm pretty sure the PG, I think he lagged or he quit the game. So I mean, it was basically we had to play this, and they have no answer again. No answer. Look at the patience. No answer. Right. But other than that, this really, that's all I really want to talk about, y'all. And again, my next video, I'm going to prove more about this because I had to block 2 centers for a reason. And yeah, man, like I said, we just got to do better. And y'all got to stop. Look at that, bro. It's easy. Y'all got to stop trying to copy people's builds, bro. Especially at the center position. There's a lot of y'all that are making centers and they don't fit y'all style of play, not one bit. And it shows because you're playing a key role. You have to. You cannot. So I don't want to be in the paint. You got to be in the paint. You got to rebound the basketball. You got to protect down low. You got to, at some point, help others. You see what I'm saying? You got to be that presence. Being 6'8" and 6'7" is a skill thing, right? If y'all ask me, well, Jay, if you did it, could you do it? I probably could because I would make a build that I would understand what he can and can't do, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. If I go 6'8" and I'm on a center, it would be the dumbest thing I could do because let's say my 6'8" can shoot threes. Well, guess what? He probably gonna be weak inside the paint because I'm gonna make sure he has vertical and you need rebounding and blocking. So guess what? If you got all of that, you got to give something up. That's probably strength, right? That's probably interior defense, something that you're going to need. So, like I said, especially if you're playing with randoms. So understand that, and we just got to do better with that, bro. Other than that, I'm gonna catch our next one. I'm out, man. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm gonna prove to you what I'm talking about. Stay tuned for the next video.